Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra, and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, a show that answers all your stock related queries on this very program. Top market experts will guide you on your stock queries and help you out with forming your strategies for your investment portfolio as well. Now, how do you send us your questions? Well, the WhatsApp number is flashing on your screen. Send me all your questions here along with your name, your location, and your contact details as well. Now, you can also log on to our YouTube platform. That's Business Today. Go on to the Daily Calls live. Use the comment section there to send me your questions, and I'll be happy to address that with all our top guests also joining in on the program. Let me quickly welcome our guest on board. Mr. Krati Batini is now joining in, a favorite on Daily Calls show as well. And a lot of viewers had been asking for you for the last 1 week also to get you back on the show. So good to have you back, Mr.
Thank
Batini,
you, Sakshi.
on yet another edition of Daily Calls. First up, you're also joining at a time when the market momentum is also improving, the sentiment is improving at large as well. How are you looking at the current setup, and what do you think lies ahead for the markets?
Yes, Sakshi, we are again coming back to the range of 26,000 level.
Yes.
Last time market tried to attempt the 26,000 level, but it could not able to sustain. If this time is different, we need to wait and watch. But by and large, what my sense is markets are not in a mood to run away anywhere. The consolidation range has currently moved to 25,500 to 26,000. This is the range, 500 points range, Nifty, we are witnessing at this point of time. So we need to wait decisively Nifty to come back to the range of 26,000 on a closing basis. If Nifty could hold on to this range 26,100, that is the range. If Nifty could able to hold on, and Sensex around 85,000, we can see this uptrend to continue. Or else markets are going to be in a pendulum way. It's swinging in the range of 500 points of Nifty in the medium to short term. What it needs at the higher range to sustain? We had a decent earning season. There are absolutely no negative surprises, and the mid and small cap space has been so much buoyant. The results have been quite good for these companies. There were absolutely no negative surprises with respect to the results are concerned. And forward looking, it looks good. The company managements are quite optimistic and sanguine about the coming quarters. So what's missing action? Why the Nifty could not able to sustain in the range of 26,000 level is the missing action from the foreign portfolio investors. They have been the net
Absolutely.
sellers at the higher range. They are turning as the net sellers. That's where the market is not able to get that extra boost to sustain at the higher range. By and large, stock specific action, and Nifty is in a consolidation phase, but wait for the level of 26,000 level to sustain.
Absolutely. Mr. Patini, we have a lot of questions coming in from our viewers. So let's straight away dive into those questions from our viewers. Mr. Rao has sent in the first question on our YouTube. He says, good afternoon to Business Today television team. Good afternoon to you as well, Mr. Rao. He says, I have KIMS in my portfolio. KIMS at 740 odd levels. This is from the hospital space that he has. And from the hospitality space, he has Indian hotels at 760 rupees. So he wants to know, what should one really do? Hold, sell, or add more at these levels? How are you looking at both these stocks from completely different aspects, healthcare and hospitality? And any suggestion here?
Sakshi, both sectors I'm quite bullish. One is the healthcare, the second one is the hospitality. Coming
Yeah.
to KIMS is concerned, last quarter results have been a little bit down, flattish kind of a quarter for Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences. They're mainly focused on the south and as well as Andhra area, both the combined states of Andhra and Telangana. That's where the focus of this healthcare chain is concerned. By and large, it's not a pan India kind of a healthcare chain. Normally, for a longer term investor, companies which are coming as emerging as the pan India healthcare chains, they are going to get benefited. They are going to build brand. Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences, their initial focus has been more like a regional player. That's where the revenues are getting impacted. But we need to wait and watch. It's a decent
Sure.
stock to hold on. He can hold on both Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences if he's a long-term investor, and definitely hold on to Indian hotels.
Okay, got that. Taking the next question. This one is from one of our viewers who's joining in as far as our WhatsApp is concerned. Mohit from Ludhiana says, I have got 500 shares of Restaurant Brand Asia. That's the parent company that operates Burger King franchises here back home in India. At the level of 106, and he wants to know, can I add more at the current levels? My time horizon is about 3 years or so. Now looking at the increased amount of consumption oriented spend, and how more and more people in tier 2 tier 3 cities are also looking at spending money in QSR space, how are you looking at Restaurant Brands Asia? The stock has really not performed very well, down by about 22% or so. Do you see that there is any reason for our viewer to further average the stock, because 106 is a quite a higher level price at which he bought it, and he's sitting on massive losses right now?
Yeah, Sakshi, these stocks, the QSR stocks have been in a even the casual dining also, quick service restaurants as well as casual dining, CDR also the space has been under pressure. Right now, we just got the consumption boost in terms of the GST is concerned. As the disposable incomes are concerned, they are going up in a medium to short term. Rural demand has been emerging. Uh, he can hold on to the stock, but he need to have a trailing stop loss around 55 somewhere. He need to have a stop loss for the stock. Just wait. Last quarter performance also not up to the mark for the restaurant brand Asia is concerned. So wait for a couple of quarters and he can exit at rallies if the results are not coming up to the mark. By and large, these are the thematic stocks. It will take time to emerge as the profit makers, profit spinners. So some kind of patience also needed to be in these companies, not to just to compare quarter on quarter performance is concerned.
Okay, got that. Let's also get another question that is coming in, and this one is from one of our viewers, Mr. Yadav. He says, "Good afternoon, ma'am. I want to know about Shalby. I bought this at 264. इसमें target क्या होगा अगले 3 महीने का, ये पूछना चाह रहे हैं." All right. So he has a short-term view, is what he's asking. Right now, the stock is at 233, 2% up in trade, but we have to find out for the next short term order. So how do you see the stock performing, shall we?
Sakshi, the stock is not able to hold on to the higher end of the price. Okay, it's always coming to the range of 250. From there, profit booking is coming into the stock. A decent stock with a strong portfolio of companies in their portfolio in the hospitality space, names like Marriott and some other prominent names also under their brand. He can hold on to the stock. If he is looking for the short term anything, he can book the profit around. If the stock could able to go to 240, if it sustains this range, he can book the profit around 250 to 60 range in a short term perspective. For a longer term, definitely hold, and any dip below 200 is a good entry point for the stock to make entry.
Okay, got that. Taking the next one, this one is from one of our viewers, Rohit Srivastav. He's from Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. He says, I purchased Cupid shares, about 3,800 shares at 255. I can hold for the next 1 year. I want to know if there is any upside on the stock, or should I continue to hold on my stock as well for the next 1 year? Any suggestion on Cupid? We had seen some momentum of late on the stock. Even today, the stock is up by about 3 odd percent. Any suggestion?
Sakshi, this stock has been going up vertically. Okay, if I am the investor and if I am in his way, I'll book some profit from the table. The stock has been going up because of the orders that are originating from the South African region from this company. I can book some profit from the table. The momentum is on at this point of time, but still, I educate the investor to book some profit from the table. Sakshi, my apology. Last question is, I thought it is Sami hotels, okay, but happened to be Shelby, okay. I just
Oh,
want to
okay,
make
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
the information.
Okay, got that. Let's actually look at the next question. This one is from Vivek Mehra. He's from Mumbai. He says, good morning. Good afternoon to you as well, Mr. Mehra. Good to have you with us on the show. He says, I want to know about Bajaj Finance. I have about 1,000 shares in my portfolio. No, actually, 1,043 is the buying price, sorry. And he says about 500 quantities what he has. A long term view is what he has on Bajaj Finance. Right now, the stock is slightly come off his own purchase price at 1,013. Any suggestion on this one?
It's actually some kind of a pressure on the company's book with respect to SME space is concerned that has been weighing on the stock. But with respect to the long-term prospects of this Bajaj Finance is concerned, they're intact. So any dip in the stock can be advocated by for a longer, medium to longer term perspective. Some kind of pressure is there in the medium to short term because of the company's disclosure with respect to the SME space is concerned. But with the kind of momentum we are seeing in the economy, the rural demand is picking up. So the SME space also, the company definitely going to address these concerns. So any dip of Bajaj Finance is warranted by, he can hold on if he is a long-term investor.
Okay, taking the next one then, we have this question from Aarti Jain. She says, I have 790 shares of BHEL at 291. I want to hold this stock till the upcoming budget. What can be the expected target on the stock? Okay, so you know about the budget, already the pre-budget consultations have begun, and people have also, I believe, started to look at some stocks for pre-budget positioning. How would you advise this one, Mr. Vadini?
Sakshi, recently the stock has rallied from a range of 240 to 290 levels. It's a vertical move. Yeah, definitely the capex spending has been going up. The power orders have been quite strong for BHEL. She can hold on to the company, the stock price till the time. But the other thing she also need to keep in mind, the current quarter results have been good at this point of time. So one thing is taking the profits and booking the profits also one of the important things while holding the position because markets are volatile. Protecting the profits also one of the thing. So have an eye on the company and look at the volumes and she can most probably can hold the range of 260, one of the key range to look forward. If the stock is keep the trailing stop loss around 260, that will help the investor to protect the losses if any kind of market volatility is concerned.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next question. This one is from Rahul Yadav. He's from Indore and he says, I want to know about BSC. इस शेयर पर आपका क्या view है next 3 years के लिए? All right, we'll get you your answer, Rahul. In fact, in the last couple of days, the stock has moved up also. Remember, the earnings came in promising and the stock had shot up in yesterday's trade as well. BSC at the current levels, how would you see for somebody who has a 3 year time horizon? Can one continue to look at this?
Sakshi, the stock has been a wealth creator on a longer term basis, and recently the stock came down to the range of 2000 level, and again we are witnessing a strong bounce back with respect to BSC stock price is concerned. Since you have a horizon of 3 years, right now this is the only listed company as a market infrastructure organization and as a stock exchange. Okay, the stock exchange, one of the oldest exchange in Asia, and currently this is the only exchange. If NSE get listed, there would be a peer comparison in next since the investor have a 3 years horizon. So wait for the NSE listing and compare the valuations, and he can take a better call going ahead. Till the time NSE is not getting listed, he can hold on to BSC.
Okay, let's take the next question, and this one is from one of our viewers again. This is Gul from Kerala. She says again on Fortis Healthcare, she purchased the stock at 654 for next 1 year. Do you think she can continue to hold on to Fortis?
Yeah, recently the stock went to the range of 1100 actually. Now it's in a corrective phase. She can hold on if she is a long-term investor. The stock has been very strong in the recent past 2 years. The stock has been growing up consistently. So if the investor is a long-term investor, she can hold on to the stock and accumulate at dips.
Okay, next one that we have is from Mayank Chaudhary from Ghaziabad. He says, "Good afternoon, Sakshi. Good afternoon to you as well, Mayank. How are you?" The question is on Nika. For the next 4 weeks only, he wants to know. So it's a complete trading view that he wants. He's holding the shares at 255 and about a 10,000 quantity of the stock as well. Today, the stock is up by about 1.4%. In fact, the stock has gained momentum right after the earnings. Last couple of quarters, we have seen some positive momentum building onto Nika after a long haul of volatility, negative news flow. Things are seeming to be stabilizing. At this stage, if somebody has only a 1 month kind of a view, what would you suggest, Kratiji?
Sakshi is very difficult. I'm not a person for 1 month or for a week. Okay, but he can hold on to the stock. The momentum is building up at this point of time. Uh,
Yeah.
but for a long-term investing is concerned, I would avoid the stock for a medium to long-term investment because the valuations are the key concern for me.
Okay, got that. Next, we have Basavaraj from Bangalore. He says, "I've purchased alkyl amine shares at 2062, about 100 quantity. I'm at present incurring losses on the stock. So, what should my way out be? Should I average or exit with a loss? I have a 1 year time horizon, but what would be the ideal way of dealing with the losses on alkyl amines?"
Yeah. The amine stocks and the chemical stocks are concerned, actually, they have been in a consolidation phase from last 1 year. The momentum is not picking up in this space. He can hold on. It's a decent company. If he's a long-term investor, he can hold on. The stock has reached a range of 2,400. From there onwards, the stock is in a consolidation phase again back to 1,800. So he will get a up move in the couple of quarters. Since he have a horizon of 1 year, he can hold on to alkaline amines. Decent company, but the current cycle in the chemical space and amine space is concerned, it's in a consolidation way right now.
Okay, let's take the next question. This one is that we have from Ravi Mishra from Delhi. He says, "साक्षी मैम, ये आपका प्रोग्राम मैं डेली देखता हूँ और बहुत यूजफुल लगता है. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया रवि जी फॉर राइटिंग इन, और उम्मीद करते हैं आप इसी तरीके से शो देखते रहें और इन्वेस्टमेंट जर्नी में आप अपने आगे बढ़ते रहें." क्वेश्चन इनका है एजीज लॉजिस्टिक्स पर. 200 शेयर्स है 847 के भाव पर, और दूसरा जो इनका स्टॉक है वो है साउथ इंडियन बैंक को लेकर, जहां 39 रुपीज के लेवल पर इन्होंने खरीदा हुआ है. शॉर्ट टू मीडियम टर्म के नजरिए से ही इस दोनों स्टॉक्स के ऊपर आपसे व्यू लेना चाहते हैं क्रांति जी. फर्स्ट अप, एजीज लॉजिस्टिक्स 847 इज द परचेज प्राइस, साउथ इंडियन बैंक 39 इज द परचेज प्राइस.
दोनों स्टॉक होल्ड कर सकते हैं साक्षी जी. एजिस लॉजिस्टिक्स हम लोग देखें तो काफी स्ट्रांग है और रिजल्ट्स भी काफी अच्छा आया है. सो एजिस लॉजिस्टिक्स होल्ड कर सकता है. साउथ इंडियन बैंक काफी मोमेंटम हम लोग देख चुका है एजिस साउथ इंडियन बैंक में इन द रिसेंट पास्ट में. अभी फिलहाल ये रेंज में भी साउथ इंडियन बैंक होल्ड कर सकता है. साउथ इंडियन बैंक के लिए ये नेक्स्ट 2 क्वार्टर्स अच्छा रेंज में आने वाला स्टॉक है, बिकॉज अभी थोड़ा सा रेट कट का मोमेंटम मिल गया है तो काफी सपोर्ट मिलने वाला है. सो साउथ इंडियन बैंक को भी होल्ड कर सकते हैं साक्षी जी.
ठीक है. नेक्स्ट हमारे पास सत्या का क्वेश्चन आया, लिखते हैं, गुड आफ्टरनून साक्षी, गुड आफ्टरनून टू यू एज वेल सत्या. ही सेज, इज इट एडवाइजेबल टू स्विच माय पोजीशन फ्रॉम फर्स्ट सोर्स सॉल्यूशंस to OFSS, Oracle Financial Services. So the question is that I'm sitting on a 15% profit on FSL. Should I book my profit there and switch to OFSS for a long-term investment? What is a better one to hold on for long-term, FSL or OFSS, Oracle Financial Services?
Yeah, Oracle Finance Services has been in a momentum zone, Sakshi. Okay, sometimes there will be erratic moves in Oracle Financials are concerned, and at dips, he can add Oracle Finance. With respect to existing first source solutions is concerned, the last quarter the stock is in a range bound at this point of time, and the September quarter results have been flattish kind of a results for first source. So he can exit at rallies and he can buy Oracle Financials at dips.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next question. This one is from Raghu from Bangalore. He says, Hi, I have bought Amber 44 shares at 7,709. Currently, I'm at a loss of about 25,000. So, should I continue to hold on or should I move to a different stock? Now, there was a time when Amber Enterprises was really performing well, but now we're seeing some consolidation underway. What would be the suggestion here?
Sakshi, if the investor is a long-term investor, definitely Amber is the stock to hold on. In fact, he can buy at dips Amber. But when he want to play any kind of momentum, okay, the stock is at the support zone. He can look for the range of 7,000 for medium to short term. If the stock is holding, we can see some more revival to happen in this company in terms of the price action is concerned. For investing is concerned, he can hold on to Amber Enterprises. In fact, any dip he can accumulate further also.
Okay, let's take the next question. This one is from one of our viewers. This is SK Miraj. He's from Kolkata. He says, I want to know about Anant Raj at the rate of 562. What is your suggestion on this one? He has a long-term 2 years plus kind of a view here. Anant Raj has also been seen as a play on data centers, Mr. Batini, which is being seen as a theme of the future too. Should one hold on this stock?
Yes, actually, as you rightly mentioned, right now Anantraz is becoming a more about a data center play, and there is a greater emphasis with respect to Indian data centers are concerned, and data internalization is concerned. The Indian data centers have going to be playing a very vital role. So Anantraj is well placed. He can hold on to Anantraj. The stock had a decent earning season with respect to September Q2 is concerned, somewhere around 30%. There is a profit growth. He can hold on to Anantraj. In fact, any dip in the stock he can accumulate.
Okay, let's take the next one then. This one is from Arjun from Kollegal in Karnataka. Says, hi, good afternoon, Sakshi, and good afternoon, Mr. Batini. Good afternoon to you as well, Arjun. Good to have you. He says, I want to know about Adani Ports. Again, for the short term, is it a good stock to buy right now? Again, Adani stocks, Mr. Batini, have also started to pick up some pace, post the earnings. Any suggestion on Adani Ports particularly?
Adani Ports, he can, for a short term, now it's at 1500 level, Sakshi. He can hold on, wait for the momentum because of the rights issue and all. The group stocks have been in a momentum zone right now. One of the largest port operator in India, Adani Ports, and strong fundamentals with respect to Adani Ports are concerned. He can hold on to Adani Ports.
Okay, hold on to Adani Ports. That's the clear view for you. Ankur Modi writes and says, Hi Sakshi, good morning. Hope you're doing well. I'm very well. Thank you for asking. The question that he has is on which liquor stock is better to look at currently. Allied Blenders, Tilak Nagar or Som Distilleries. At the current levels, if I have to invest in for the long term, which one should I be looking at?
Sakshi, I'm not the right person to tell about the liquor stocks. Okay, but I make my view. Okay, I stick to the leaders. Okay, like United Spirits on a longer term basis to make any serious investments. Remaining stocks,
Sure.
they are more volatile.
Okay. Vinita Gupta says, Hi Sakshi, can you please suggest any profit booking level for Hind Copper, Nalco, and Vedanta? I want to partially exit these stocks with my profits. So, Mr. Patini, we don't have a clear view as to what levels she has got into as far as Hind Copper, Nalco, or Vedanta is concerned. But any suggestion for booking profits if she's holding on to some?
Sakshi, the metal stocks have been resilient in the recent past. And with respect to Hind Copper is concerned, if the stock is holding on to around 350, that's where she can book some profit from the table at this point of time.
Okay, taking the next one that we have, this one again is from our WhatsApp viewers too. Okay, Kiran from Chennai writes in, Hi ma'am, I am holding Garuda Construction at 122. Any suggestion? I can hold for the next 1 year. If Kranti sir could please suggest as to what should be my strategy.
The Garda constructions have delivered more than 100% returns, Sakshi, in the last
Hmm.
1 year. The company is located in Mumbai and offering the construction services to the builders in Mumbai region. So
Hmm.
the prospects looks strong at this point of time. If the investor is a long-term investor, if she is making 100% profits, if she entered in the last 1 year, she can take some profits in the range of 250 range. The remaining she can hold on.
Okay. Let's take the next one then. Naveen Kumar from Devangari in Karnataka says that I want to know about IRFC from the railway space. I have this stock in my portfolio at 141. What should I be doing here?
These stocks have been in a momentum zone, Sakshi, in the recent past. In fact, if the investor is a long-term investor, invested 3 years back, these stocks have become multipliers for the investors. So last 1 year, there was some kind of a consolidation in the railway stocks. Given the kind of long-term prospects of the fundamentals of these railway stocks are concerned, she can hold on. But it's fully priced in at this point of time. But for a medium to longer term perspective, definitely she can hold on. If she want to book some profit from the table, she can book around above 150. That's the range she can book some profit from the table.
Okay, fair point. Taking the next one that we have. Okay, Ajay from Delhi says, "Good afternoon, Sakshi. I want to know about the power sector. I'm bullish on this sector, but I want to know which is the better stock to really look at from here. Power Grid, PFC, REC. Which one should I be looking at for the long term? Any advice on this one, Mr. Patini?"
Yes, actually, as he rightly mentioned, the power sector has been quite strong, and as the energy needs are going up, power sector looks very interesting for the medium to longer term investors are concerned. In fact, last 2 years, the power sector stocks have been the multi baggers for the investors. If he is a long term investor, there are many spaces in power right now, the solar, green energy, and also the power transmission company, power producing companies, power equipment makers, and power distribution companies are concerned.
Yeah.
So he need to choose which sub segment of power sector he want to be. By and large, for the power transmission sector is concerned, TD Power looks very attractive to me. Production is concerned, NTPC he can look for. If he is having a moderate risk appetite or less risk appetite, he can look for the PSUs like the Power Grid kind of names or Power Finance Corporation, which gives a good dividend and also offers a capital protection on a longer term basis.
Okay, got that. Let's also look at some of the other questions that are coming in. Next one that we have again from our viewers who are joining in on our WhatsApp. A lot of viewers are actually joining in today. We have Vinod Goel from Noida. He says, "Hi Sakshi, I recently started to view your program and I'm liking it very much." Thank you so much, Vinod, for those appreciative words. I really hope that you like this show and it truly turns out to be helpful to you in your own investment journey. The question that he has is, in fact, on a penny stock. This is Sadhanik. And the question is that I'm holding about 2000 shares at the rupees 9 level. And what is the advice on this one that we can provide to him? First up, let me just pull up the stock. This is Sadhana Nitrochem that he's talking about. 7 rupees is the current level. He got it at 9 rupee odd levels. You bought it at 9. It's an illiquid counter, and you have actually seen in the last 6 months stock has already eroded 64% of its value already. Year to date, it's down by 82% in the year 2025 alone. And if we look at the last 5 years' performance, also the stock has dropped by 91% odd. So it has already eroded 91 rupees, 91% of its value already. And a lot of times what happens, Mr. Batini, is that we find a stock that, oh, this has fallen about 90%, I may have a chance to gain about 90% on the upside, so why not enter now? And the stock has in the past hit about 70, 80 kind of levels, and there may be a time in future when I could turn my investment into a fortune. How would you advise people who think like that? And this is an advice on an illiquid, very very volatile, and a stock which has not performed in the last 5 years, vis-a-vis. Even if we look at the Nifty return, just look at the Nifty return, only if you would have invested in the Nifty in the last 5 years, just look at that. You will yourself see 100% or a doubling of the Nifty kind of levels is what we've seen. Multi-bagger returns is what we've seen from COVID lows as well. How would you really advise investors on that?
Sakshi, if you see, one thing is price is the key important action for any stock, but he also understand why the stock has corrected from its peak to down. Okay, is there any fundamental reason, or why the stock has behaved? And from the stock to go after correction, okay, we can expect corrections in the stock prices. It is quite obvious in equity investing, but if the fundamentals are intact and if the scope for the stock to rise is there, and especially in these kind of stocks, one need to understand the management quality. If the management quality and the sector is intact and the fundamentals are intact, one can go. Or else, if there is any shadow of doubt in these kind of fundamentals and the management quality, definitely avoid to experimenting in those kind of stocks. There are better stocks are there with strong fundamentals.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, then, Mr. Patini, for being with us on the
Thank you.
program and, of course, guiding all our viewers through. We know that truly hope that this has helped you out in understanding as to why investors also get trapped by thinking that a low price ticket stock can actually offer you a great value in the future. Instead, even if you go for a fundamentally good stock at higher ticket price as well, maybe the chances of making profits are much higher there. Let's also now welcome viewers, another guest on program. This is from Ruchit Jain, Vice President and Head of Equity Technical Research at Motilal Oswal Financial Services, now joining in. Hi, Ruchit. Welcome to you. Ruchit, what we'll do is we'll quickly start taking some questions, and then we will come to your own thought as far as the markets are concerned too. We have a lot of queries that are coming in. Rajiv Sanwal says, I'm from Uttarakhand and I want to know about Polymed at 2050 with a view of 6 months. Any suggestion on this one, Ruchit?
Yeah, hi, very good afternoon, Sakshi. Well, Polymed, we have seen that the stock is going through some consolidation phase post the recent price-wise correction. But the good thing is that the 1800, 1750 seems to be a good medium-term support on the stock. So price-wise downside seems to be limited on this one. For near term, the consolidation might continue within this range of 1870-50 on the lower side and 2100, which is the resistance on the higher side. So it needs a breakout about 2100, which is also its 200-day exponential moving average for any kind of positive trend to come in. So for now, I would advise that if you have existing positions, you can hold on. While if you are looking to buy fresh, you can wait for a breakout about 2100 to buy fresh positions in this.
Okay, got that. Let's also look at the next key question that's coming in from our viewers who are joining in on our WhatsApp. Okay, we have Anant Deshmukh writes in who says, I want to ask, should I buy Moschip Technologies or should I buy CG Power? My view is about 1 year, so which one will be a better one? So again, Moschip Technologies and CG Power, a lot of semiconductor kind of a play is what is probably on the mind of our viewer there, Rujit. Which one is a better technically placed stock for the next 1 year?
So CG Power relatively is better placed, although Moschip Technologies also the chart fixes are not negative. But the kind of volumes that recently we have seen in CG Power when the stock moved higher from 660 to 780, 790, and then went into some consolidation phase. So the stock has good volumes on the price of moves while corrections are not supported by any kind of high volumes. Even Moschip is not that negative. So you can take that decision if you want to choose any one of them only, then you can go with CG Power. Otherwise, even if you take partial positions in both of them, then also I think it makes sense.
Okay. Let's take the next question. Okay, we have one viewer who's asking, on as far as a question from Jharkhand. I think Abhishek Jha wants to know, should I book my profit on IDFC First Bank? My buying price was 66. And in fact, should I look at switching to Nifty PSU Bank B's ETF? What would your suggestion be? Well, of late, Ruchit, there is a lot of consensus building that PSU banks are getting into flavor. So many triggers that could be coming in, a merger that the government has in themselves hinted, or maybe foreign ownership increasing as well. How are you looking at it?
So the structure for IDFC First Bank also firstly is not negative. The kind of volumes all the mid-sized private sector banks have seen in last 1.5 months, be it IDFC First, Federal Bank, City Union Bank, I think this clearly indicates a good buying interest in these mid-sized private banks. So from a midterm perspective, I think the downside in IDFC First seems to be limited from current levels. So you can continue to hold on. Yeah, as far as PSU bank fees goes, the broader trend definitely is positive for the PSU banking space, and but we have already seen a good up move over last 2 or 3 months in PSU banks. So keep a buy and dip approach for that. If you get PSU bank fees ETFs on certain declines, then at lower levels you can look to add fresh money in PSU banks.
Okay, taking the next one that we have, then we have this question coming in from one of our viewers. This is Piyush from Sydney in Australia. Good to find your question there, Piyush, and good to see that you're watching our show even in Australia. Says, hi Ruchit ji, I'm a big fan of this show and you as well. I want to know, some targets and stop losses for my current positions. One I have is Shilpa Medicare that I have at 393, and Gravita I have at 1700. Any targets or stop losses that you could advise on this? For sure, Piyush. First up, thank you so much for writing in and appreciating the show. Let me get your view from Ruchit ji. Shilpa Medicare 393 and Gravita 1700. Any targets or stop losses there?
So Piyush, we have seen that Shilpa Medicare have recently seen a decent price-wise correction from its high, but the stock is looking good from a near-term perspective for at least a pullback move towards 430 kind of 427, 430 kind of levels. The 20-day support is now around 376, so you should keep a stop loss somewhere below 375 and review if the stock comes in that range of 425 to 430 kind of range. Now, even Gravita has a similar structure where price-wise as well as time-wise correction has been seen in the stock recently. Then prices are have now surpassed its immediate resistances and has just started forming that higher top, higher bottom structure. So from a trading perspective, 1625 is the support for the stock. So you can hold the stock with a stop loss below 1625. On the higher side, resistance will be seen around 1900.
Okay. Next question that we have is from Shomalia from Kolkata. He says, I have 10 lots of Nifty 25th November expiry at 26,300 call option is what I have at 60.80. I booked the half quantity profit at about 100 odd levels. Should I hold the remaining for BTST? Is what he asks.
So I think broader trend for markets is still positive, but considering that we are approaching that 26,000 resistance mark, which has resistance because of the options writing positions. So some consolidation or minor dips in one or two trading sessions cannot be ruled out. Given that no, if you have positional view, then till the month end, then overall I think the index should even surpass this level, and we should head high towards 26,150 kind of levels. But if you have this weekly expiry just for one or two trading sessions, then you can look to book profits on current positions.
Okay. Taking the next one, this one is from Ali. He says, Sir, मेरे पास Swiggy के shares है 447 पर. Can you please advise level for short term that I can look forward to?
So recently, we have seen a pullback move followed by some consolidation, but the problem was that the stock reached to a immediate supports of 400, 410, which was there. So in the near term, I think stock there are signs of some more time-wise correction which could continue. 360 is the immediate support for the stock, while resistance is around 410, 420. So I think some consolidation or sideways price movement could be seen in this stock in this range only.
Okay. Taking the next question that we have, this one is from Govind Singh Negi from Mumbai. He says, I have BEML, buy किया हुआ है मैंने 2150 पर, about 150 shares है मेरे पास. इसमें target और stop loss क्या हो सकता है?
So overall, अगर डिफेंस स्पेस में देखें तो मोमेंटम वन साइडेड अप मूव नहीं है. कई डिफेंस स्पेस में हमने एक पॉजिटिविटी देखी है, तो कई हमने थोड़ा अंडर परफॉर्मेंस भी देखा है, और BEML में रिसेंटली स्टॉक में हाई लेवल से थोड़ा करेक्ट हुआ है। सो रिलेटिवली थोड़ा सा शॉर्ट टर्म चार्ट पे अंडर परफॉर्मेंस है। 1940 इमीडिएट सपोर्ट है स्टॉक के लिए, अगर 1940 ब्रीच होता है तो ये अंडर परफॉर्मेंस कुछ और समय के लिए कंटिन्यू रह सकता है। सो फिलहाल इतना ज्यादा पॉजिटिव अगर पूरे डिफेंस स्पेस में देखें तो सबसे स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट भारत इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स है, BEL के, जहाँ पे डिफेंस सेक्टर में अगर करेक्शन आ रहा है तो भी वो शेयर में कुछ प्राइस वाइज करेक्शंस नहीं हो रहा है। सो कंसिडरिंग अगर आप थोड़ा मिड टर्म के पर्सपेक्टिव से देख रहे हैं तो आप BEL में शिफ्ट होने को देख सकते हैं, भारत इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, जहाँ पे रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा बेटर है।
Okay. Nancy writes and says, "Good afternoon. Can you please suggest where to book my profit in Bell Rise? I have the stock at 162 levels in my portfolio."
सो रिसेंटली ही लिस्टेड है, ज़्यादा डेटा नहीं है मेरे पास, बट जैसे आज के वॉल्यूम्स हम देख रहे हैं कि प्राइस अपमूव्स काफ़ी अच्छे वॉल्यूम्स के साथ में सपोर्टिव है। सो ये डेफिनेटली एक अच्छे साइंस है। सो फिलहाल अपनी पोजीशंस रख सकते हैं, और क्योंकि इसमें ज़्यादा हिस्टोरिकल डेटा नहीं है, स्टॉक 52 वीक हाई पे है, तो रादर देन कीपिंग एनी टारगेट आई वुड सजेस्ट कीप अ ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस मेथड के सपोर्ट फाइंड करिए, और जैसे स्टॉक प्राइस ऊपर जाते हैं आपके स्टॉप लॉसेस और ऊपर फिर शिफ्ट करते जाइए। 20 डे में
जी।
सपोर्ट फिलहाल 152 के आसपास है, तो करंट लेवल से तो आपका 152 के स्टॉप लॉस से होल्ड करना चाहिए, और अगर स्टॉक प्राइस में यहाँ से और तेजी बढ़ती है तो फिर आप अपने स्टॉप लॉस फिर हायर लेवल्स पे ट्रेंड करते रहिए, और जब तक स्टॉक में कोई ट्रेंड चेंज नहीं आता तब तक ये अप ट्रेंड को राइड करते रहिए।
Okay, you can continue to ride your trend even though नैन्सी ने लिखा है कल का क्या पता, अभी आज ही तेजी में है 7-8%, तो आज बता दीजिए कि इसको क्या करना है। तो डेफिनेटली आपको रुचि जी ने बताया ट्रेंड पॉजिटिव है तो घबराइए मत, जब ट्रेंड चेंज होने लगे तब आप एक बार वापस से क्वेरी पूछ सकते हैं और स्टॉप लॉसेस को ट्रेल करेंगे, आपके लिए राय दी गई है। गुंजन लिखते हैं, आई एम अ बिग फैन ऑफ रुचित सर, आई वांट टू नो सर फ्रॉम यू, फैक्ट आई हैव दिस शेयर इन माय पोर्टफोलियो एट 950, यहाँ पर एग्जिट करके क्या अदानी एनर्जी सॉल्यूशंस ले लूं मैं? फर्टिलाइजर्स एंड केमिकल्स में करंटली एग्जिट करना चाहती है, 950 की खरीद है और एंट्री लेना चाहती है अदानी एनर्जी में।
जी, फर्टिलाइजर एक ऐसी स्पेस है जो जिसे हम सिक्लिकल सेक्टर कहते हैं। जब इनकी साइकिल्स चलती है, चाहे फर्टिलाइजर्स ले लीजिए, शुगर ले लीजिए, जब इनकी साइकिल्स चलती है तभी ये स्टॉक शॉर्ट टर्म में ही बड़े रिटर्न्स बना देते हैं, और जब ये आउट ऑफ फ्लेवर होते हैं, जब इनके साइकिल्स इनके फेवर में नहीं होती है, तो इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ मार्केट क्या कर रहा है, ये स्टॉक में कुछ रिटर्न्स नहीं बनते। तो फिलहाल तो आप देखेंगे तो फर्टिलाइजर स्टॉक्स में ऐसे कोई प्राइस में या वॉल्यूम्स में कुछ पॉजिटिविटी नहीं नजर आ रही है। उसके सामने जो आपने ऑप्शन दिया अडानी एनर्जी सॉल्यूशंस, उसने आज नो एक अच्छे कंसोलिडेशन से ब्रेकआउट दिया है और अच्छे वॉल्यूम्स है, सो आई थिंक इट मेक सेंस। आप नो फैक्ट से निकल के अडानी एनर्जी में अपने पोजीशंस को शिफ्ट कर सकते हैं।
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question well. Let me also take the next question that is coming in. This is again from our viewer. This is GS Arun from Hyderabad. Says, "Hi Sakshi, good afternoon. Hope you all are doing well. Very well, Mr. Arun. Thank you for asking. The question is on Ashok Leyland. 480 shares is what he has at 104 and wants to know should he book his partial profit on this stock. He's actually ready to hold for the next 1 year, but what is the ideal strategy? From last two sessions, I think amidst the earnings, the stock has actually started to be more buoyant. Your suggestion, Ruchit, on Ashok Leyland?
So clearly, by looking at your buy price, I can make a guess that you are a long-term investors. And when you are long-term investors, you should not look to exit positions. Either there is some major change in the trend for the stock, or any results are bad, or any such negativity comes in the stock. Yesterday itself, we saw the numbers from Ashok Leyland, which were in line or bit better than expectations. And price-wise, also you can see that the trend is very strong within the entire auto space. When the stock is one of the strongest stock within the entire auto basket. So I would suggest, since you are an investor, there are no such negative signs in between. Pullback moves cannot be ruled out, but still I would suggest to continue to hold your positions if you have more 1 year perspective.
Fair point. Taking the next one. This one is from Prasad from Anantpur. He says, sir, IRCTC के shares है मेरे पास 40 shares हैं 860 के level पर, यहाँ पर एक राय दीजिए. So railway stocks again have been compared to defense, when in 2024 these both themes were working together. But railways have actually taken a back seat. They are in the slower lane. How would you advise on IRCTC right now?
The theme is not in favor, frankly. अगर हम देखेंगे तो पूरा अंडर परफॉर्मेंस ये पूरे तेजी में रेलवेज ने फिलहाल किया है, और अभी भी कोई रिवर्सल के साइंस रेलवे स्पेस में नहीं है. सो वेदर इट IRCTC और अदर railway theme. So I think until we see a momentum coming back in the sector, that the underperformance is likely to continue. So better to avoid until we get a positive price volume action or stocks started forming high top high bottom structure. वैसे कुछ structures नहीं बनते तब तक I think no sidelines पे रहना चाहिए.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also answered your question well. Let's take the next question. Vivek Kerala writes in, says, good afternoon to you and Richard sir. Hope you're well. Very well, Vivek. Thank you for asking. He says, I want to know about Star Cement. I have bought this stock at 250 and I would like to accumulate more of this stock for the next 1 to 2 years. Would it be a good idea?
Yeah, so Vivek, of late we have seen that in Star Cement also higher levels of prices have seen some correction. The stock is immediately trading around its 200 DMA support. But I would suggest you hold on your existing long positions. No, nothing longer term charts are not that negative. But from averaging perspective of buying more, if you want to buy more, then I would say wait for some more time. Either let the price or the trend reverse, or let the stock correct towards its major long-term support, which is around 220 kind of levels. So if 220 comes, then the risk-reward ratio might become favorable over there. So for fresh buying, I would suggest to take a review if the stock comes around 220.
All right. We'll take just one last question before we go on to understanding from Ruchit his own choice of stocks there, viewers. I know there are too many questions that have come in today, but we will try to take, as we always do, to accommodate as many queries on the show. We have this question from Kajal Gupta from Surat, who says, I want to ask about, short-term, Cohan's share. At 628, I bought this. Only for a short term. What is the suggestion on this one? Let me just pull up the stock and see the stock price. Currently, it's down, in fact, by 7% today. 642 is the current level. Last 5 days, there's been a decline. Last 1 month, also, the stock has fallen about 27-30%. Last 6 months, again, it's been down by about 30-40%. Any suggestion on Cohan's?
So short-term trend is negative. Last few trading sessions, markets are doing well, but irrespective of that, the stock is consistently showing an underperformance and is correcting. Today also there is nothing in the market where no negativity is there, but still the stock is down by 6.5%. Really shows that lack of buying interest or selling pressure in the stock. So I would suggest to avoid bottom fishing in the stock. If you have any existing positions, you get any kind of pullback moves in the near term, then look to exit from this and switch to some better names.
All right. Okay. Ruchit, coming to your top choice of stocks then towards the end and a strategy on the markets as well. What would you advise?
Well, as a sectoral approach, we like pharma space from current levels. The sector has not seen any kind of positive move over last few months because of uncertainty over the trade deal and the US tariffs. But the risk reward ratio is now favorable, and we can see certain stocks since the last couple of trading sessions showing good price volume action. So I think pharma space can do well. Lupin is one stock we like within this space. Biocon was another one, but that has already moved in last couple of sessions. But Lupin, even at current levels, we believe that the stock has potential to head higher. The stock has seen a good amount of consolidation over past few months and has now given a breakout from symmetrical triangle pattern. So we expect targets around 2180. So short-term traders can go long on Lupin with stop loss below 1940 for potential to move towards 2180 or to 2200.
Okay, got that. Thank you so much, Ruchit, for being with us on the program. It is always a pleasure to host you with us. Thank you for connecting with all your big fans who keep joining in and waiting for you on the show. We hope we'll get you soon on another edition and get you connected with all of them once again. Thank you so much. All right, viewers, 25,954 on the Nifty, about 0.3% higher. We're holding up. We did see that slight pressure at just the high points. But let's see, in the last 2.5 hours, do we pick up more pace? Is today the day when we will see 26,000, or do we have to wait for tomorrow? Let's keep our fingers crossed and see whether the bullish trend continues on the higher side. Stay tuned with us on to Business Today Television. Market coverage continues on the other side. And of course, I'll be seeing you for the closing edition at 3 p.m.